I hope you guys open the series with Laredo today, facing a guy who shut you out through 7+ innings last time. Today you guys were able to get to him a little bit better. What was the main difference you saw there?
I felt like we had some quality at bats there for a bit. We also left some guys stranded early on. We finally ended up getting to him there, midway through and made a good run at it. Lewson's a good pitcher. They're all good pitchers. They're second in the league, I believe, in pitching and ERA, so they've got a good ball club. It was good to get that first one out of the way. Tonight was an important game to set the tone for the series.
59 games into the season, you still can see different things that you haven't seen yet this year at the ballpark. Today, 2 catcher's obstructions with the same guy at the plate, and John Nestor follows each time with a 2 RBI single. Have you seen something like that in your career?
No, I have not. I don't think I've seen 2 in one game, especially from the same guy in Joe, but we made him pay. That was the big thing. Ness with the huge double there to get us 2 on the board and ended up taking the lead. And Van Skyke was battling some tightness in his shoulder tonight. Tip your hat to him. He battled through it. You could tell he may not have had his best stuff, but good pitchers are going to find a way to get through it even when they're not their best.
Kuz came in and gave you a solid 2 1/3 in relief, and then Alex Coronas for the first time out of the bullpen looked pretty sharp.
I know I've said for a bit we needed a night like that where we can give our horses down there in the pen that we've been using a lot some rest, and we went to Kuz in a tough spot. It was good for the kid. He got on the mound, and I told him to enjoy the moment and to have a good time while he was at it.
Nast, you guys opened this series with Laredo in impressive fashion, a 9-1 victory in Game 1. Let's start behind the plate. They have a pretty good lineup. You're guiding a guy who's faced them twice, Jason Van Skyke, through this game. When a guy has faced a team twice, do you have to change up what he does and kind of try and guess with the hitters, or how do you go about that?
It's more of just kind of adjusting with, the game situations, and you kind of have a scouting report that you try to stick to as best you can, and then when they make some adjustments, you got to adjust to. It's kind of a little chess match.
As a catcher, would you rather face a team that you've seen over and over again and they've seen your pitchers, or somebody brand new who doesn't know what your pitchers are working with?
I think when you see a team over and over again, it kind of gives you a true read of who the better team really is. You get to see the same hitters and see what they're good at and not good at, and it just comes down to execution at that point.
We'll talk about your day at the plate in a little bit, but before you came to the plate 2 times today, there were catcher obstruction calls on their catcher, Ryan Ortiz, against Joe Ashbrodeen. Is that something, as a catcher, from that aspect, that you have to be concerned about? Do you know where a hitter stands in the box, notice something, and maybe adjust your positioning?
Yeah, I guess over years and years of catching, you just kind of get a feel for, how far you can get, or how close you can get to them, I should say, and how close you can get to the plate, because it's important to get as close as you can to steal some strikes and, at the bottom of the zone or whatever, but he just got a little too close there a couple times and didn't work out too well for him.
The first time it happened, it would have ended the inning. Joe Ash grounded out to short, but you were able to come up and you pounded a big double to take the lead with 2 outs. You now have something like 12 of half of your RBI with 2 outs this year. Is that something that you pride yourself on, is 2-out hitting? The team as a whole has struggled a little bit in those situations, but you seem to be quite all right.
It's just one of those things where I've happened to get some find some holes or find a gap with 2 outs. It's definitely something I take pride in. Anytime you get up there, whether it's no outs or 2 outs, and you got guys in scoring position, you got to do everything you can to get them in to help the team win.
All right, we appreciate the time, Ness. Before we let you go, anybody you want to say hi to or anything you need to say?
As always, say hey to the mom and fiance back home.